In an age where masculinity is ridiculed and the effects of fatherlessness are seen everywhere, a lot of opportunities exist to make a positive difference in a boy's life. That's the goal behind the Men of Honor program that began in 2018 here at the American Family Association. AFA Vice President Wesley Wildmon is heading that up and is here to tell us what kind of effect that's having. Wesley, welcome to the program.
Hey, glad to be on. Thank you for this opportunity.
You know, AFA normally deals with moral and cultural issues on the national level. This is unique. Where did the idea come from for a face-to-face, in-person ministry like this?
Yeah, so while AFA is a national ministry as far as getting the message out, we believe here on campus and on site here that to have the most impact, the longer impact would be to do things on a local level.
Okay.
So we like to take the message of AFA nationally and encourage people to do so on a local level. But in order to do that, you also need to lead by example.
Yeah.
And so being moved in that way to be an example locally of what other people can do in their community. So we host here a Men of Honor at AFA at our headquarters every summer.
Okay. Well, this began back in 2018. Tell us what a typical meeting looks like. So when you get together, what does that look like?
Well, we all know that over food, people enjoy, it tends to lead to good conversation and good fellowship. For Christians, that's a good opportunity to fellowship and disciple. And so we like to start our afternoons with food.
Okay.
We'll mix in games too. We'll have a basketball goal and we'll have some cornhole. And for those that aren't in the South, cornhole is not a type of food. It is a game. But we like to add games and food to start with. And then afterwards, we move over to our Bible time. And so we'll have a local youth pastor. Or even sometimes we'll have someone who is a really good Bible teacher, but their occupation is maybe they cut hair or they are barbershop. And so we'll have people that are really good Bible teachers from different vocations. They'll come. They'll teach on a particular topic that we have already picked out, that we've asked them to prepare for, that we know will best impact this group of young men. And then afterwards from there, we'll have a few minutes of discussion time where we have table counselors that lead that. And then afterwards, the second half of our evening, we will have a skill that we'll begin to teach the young men to do. And it could be anything from yard maintenance to car maintenance to physical exercise. These are the types of different skills that we'll teach. Then in addition to that, my mom will often end the summer with an etiquette class. And so between etiquette and all the above, everything that you would hope to get out of, now we have to squeeze it in, it's a summer program, but it's things that you would hope to get out of a godly dad or a granddad or somebody, a godly man that would influence a young man's life. That's what we hope to give.
Yeah, so this is this a meeting that lasts 2 or 3 hours, once a week, something like that for a few weeks?
It's about 2 hours.
Okay.
And the program is set up for a 9-week course in the summer. And that would be 8 weeks of the Men of Honor, and then the ninth meeting would be a graduation ceremony.
Okay.
And that's how we've used it in the past. However, the beauty of this is it's flexible in the sense that don't let the number of weeks keep you from getting involved, because I know some local communities and churches that did it over a Christmas break for 4 weeks, and they just picked the first 4 weeks. And they did the first 4 weeks, and then they did a graduation ceremony, and they moved on. And so it can be used in different ways, and you can stretch it out over a longer period of time. I just want to inspire people and encourage people that our lives are short, and we have an opportunity to disciple and influence young men in a godly way, just as Jesus did with his 12 disciples. And I want to encourage people that you can do that no matter how busy you are. I've got a fairly busy schedule. I've got 3 kids, all under 8. They're all involved in activities and entertainment, and we've got Christian education. We've got a lot of things going on, but we make time during the summer because if you think about it, it's really not as much as you think as far as time spent with the young men. So.
Well, I know people will want to replicate this in their communities if they're listening. And the good news is there is a Men of Honor curriculum that's available. It's a free 16-page downloadable file that's available at resources.afa.net. Tell us about this curriculum, what's in it, and how can people use it?
Yes, it took probably 2 years to finally get this done. It's not It's like you said, it's only 16 pages, but I just put it off. I just kept putting it off. What happened was I was sending people my notes when they were asking, and the more I did that, it was quick and easy, just copy and paste and emailed it.
Yeah.
But then after a time period, I realized that this needs to be a little bit more professionalized and provide a little more detailed instructions.
Okay.
Because that's what people were asking for. I found myself getting on the phone and answering more questions than I could have just put in a curriculum. So
Yes.
Praise the Lord, we finally got a curriculum. It's, like you said, it's 16 pages. However, it is very detailed. Now, for someone who is an extrovert that just can grab something and go, you may not need all of it. But for those that are like, I don't know, how do I even begin? It even backs up and tells you what you need to tell the table counselors, their expectation, what you hope to get from their participation.
That's good.
It even gives the 5 bullet points to that. So it's as detailed or as simple as you want. It can be an outline, or you can follow it word for word. So it walks you through how to begin one as far as reaching out and getting volunteers. It tells you it even gives an outline of minute by minute, how much time you need to prepare for eating and games, and how much you need to prepare for Bible time. And
it's like a VBS curriculum almost. It lays out the schedule and the plan and everything.
And it gives you week 1 all the way through week 9.
That's good.
So that's good. Again, it's very organized, very detailed, and so I'm looking forward to that. If I could, I'd like to read the mission statement of Men of Honor. It says at the front, the mission of Men of Honor is to teach young men ages 7 to 17 to become godly men. To accomplish this mission, young men will be taught the scriptures as well as necessary life skills, such as how to change a flat tire, apply for a job, how to become a gentleman, and even craftsman skills and much more. So I'm just thankful that AFA is not only committed to the national level, but even more so on the local level. And once we began to do this and people were asking about it, I wanted to make sure that we had this available. And to my knowledge, and I have not asked for a poll, and I have not done a lot of hard trying to figure out who's using it and who's not. But however, just from common knowledge of people interacting with me, there's over a dozen communities and or churches who are participating in this each summer. So
that's great. A lot of these national problems, though, Wesley, can be solved at the local level.
Absolutely.
If communities will get involved, churches will get involved, it does make a national difference. So this is a great program. All right, so once again, the 16-page downloadable file of the Men of Honor curriculum is available at resources.afa.net.
Amen.
We encourage you to go there, check that out. And Wesley, thanks so much for stopping by and explaining this great program.
You're welcome. And just a reminder for those that live within driving distance of Tupelo, at our headquarters, we're going to host ours Men of Honor this summer. It begins June 4th. And it's going to go through July 2nd this year. So it'll be 5 weeks this year for travel reasons and other things. But if you live within, we've had somebody drive within up to 45 minutes to be a part of it. Their grandmother brought them last year. So if you live within drive distance, we'd love to have you here.
All right, love to see them. All right, thanks, Wesley.
Thank you.